which means the twin. Even when I was one of the bravest and one of the most faithful followers of Jesus, everyone knows me as a doubter. Yes, Thomas, the one who questioned. But tell me something. What would you have done? How would you have reacted in my place? So put yourself in my shoes for a moment. 3 years ago, a man appeared, Jesus of Nazareth. We heard many things about this Jesus, that he was a prophet, a teacher, that he performed extraordinary miracles. People were looking for him, following him. They wanted to touch him, to hear him, because there was something different about him. And we have never seen something like him before. Many came saying they were the Messiah, but they were not. But Jesus of Nazareth was different. Oh yeah, he was. And one day, he stood right in front of me. Me, can you believe that? And he said to me, "Hey, Thomas, follow me." Can you imagine that feeling? It's like if suddenly your hero, the one you admire the most, knock on your door and invite you not just for a date, but to share a life with him. I thought, how much does this man know me? And how much do I really know him to leave everything behind? Is it that worthy? But there was something about Jesus, something hard to explain. He was kind, he was patient, he was friendly, trustworthy. So I decided to follow him. I couldn't say no. And before we knew it, time passed. We walked with him, we learned from him, we ate together, we saw things we never imagined. The blind received sight, the lame walked, crowds were fed. And little by little, we began to believe, probably this is the Messiah. We thought this is the one whom we were waiting for. Although, if I am a little honest, we didn't always understand him. Because Jesus spoke in ways that challenged everything we knew about loving enemies, serving instead of ruling, losing your life to find it. But still, I follow him. I believe in him because deep down, I held onto a very clear hope that he will lead us to victory, that he will establish a kingdom, that he will end oppression and injustice, and maybe, just maybe, he will call us to fight. And when we enter Jerusalem, if you have seen that thing, it was a blast. It seemed to confirm everything. We thought, this is the Messiah. People shouted. The streets were alive and packed. They treated him like a king. And I thought, this is the time. Now is the day. Revolution begins now. So let's get ready to fight. But it didn't. Never happened. Because the same week, When we feel hopeful and brave, everything began to fall apart. We were at the table. In the Passover dinner, he started talking about betrayal. He started to talk about suffering, about death. Death? Really? That didn't make any sense. That wasn't what we have been taught about the Messiah, because the Messiah conquers. The Messiah rules. The Messiah fights. He doesn't die. And that's when I began to doubt. I thought, was I wrong? Did I leave everything for nothing? But I was already there. 3 years. You don't just walk away from that. Maybe Jesus was speaking metaphorically. Maybe we just didn't understand yet. But that night, after we had dinner, everything collapsed. One of us betrayed him. Jesus was arrested, tried unjustly, and finally crucified. We watched him die. And with him on that cross, our expectations died. Our dreams died. Our idea of salvation died. Our hopes died. We were empty. We felt disappointed. Devastated, I would say. Because we lost our teacher. We lost our master. But we also lost the future we had imagined. And the worst of all, there was nothing we could do. But 3 days passed. And suddenly, my friends said, "He's alive! He's alive! He's alive!" Okay. Wait a minute. They have seen him. They have spoken with him. So tell me this. What do you do with that? How do you feel about it? After watching him die, after feeling everything fall apart, how do you process that now he is alive? I could not. I didn't know how. To be honest, I didn't want to. Why? Because what if it wasn't true? What if I let myself believe again only to lose him again? I wasn't willing to go through that again. I didn't want to be disappointed again. So I said to my friends, unless I see, I won't believe. Unless I touch, I won't accept it. And yes, I doubted. I know, but my doubt wasn't rebellion. It was fear. Fear of being hurt again. Fear of another disappointment. And that's why they call me the doubter. But that's not the whole story. Because once again, Jesus came to us. We were locked inside, afraid, weeping, mourning, thinking we will be next. And suddenly, there he was, in the middle of us, in the same room, alive. Jesus is alive, but this time, he didn't speak to everyone first. He didn't give a sermon. Jesus looked at me, the doubter, the one who set conditions, the one who refused to believe the others, And Jesus didn't come with reproach. He didn't come in anger. He didn't come to shame me. He just came with grace. He came with his grace. Jesus' words were gentle, firm, peaceful. Words full of love. He said to me, "Hey, Thomas, come. Put your finger here. See my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side." Jesus didn't reject me for doubting. He just came closer. He didn't push me away for my unbelief. He gave me what I needed to believe. That's who he is. And in that moment, everything changed. Not just because I saw him alive, but because I understood something deeper. He didn't just conquer death, he also overcame my hardness, my fear, my unbelief. Jesus met me right there in my doubt, in my questions, in my fear, and I could do nothing else but surrender. And I said, "My Lord and my God." And that was the real miracle. Yes, Jesus rose from the dead, but he also raised something in me: faith, hope, and trust. Jesus transformed me, because Jesus doesn't only rise from the dead, he raises broken, confused, and doubting hearts. So tell me, do you still think I am only the doubter? Or maybe I am a witness of something greater? Even when you doubt, he doesn't walk away. Even when you fear, he comes closer. And even when you can't believe, he is still faithful. And if he was patient with me, he can be patient with you as well. Because maybe you haven't seen Jesus the way I saw him, but you have felt what I felt: doubt, fear, questions without answers, disappointments that make you wonder if it is still worth believing. And here is the truth that I learned: Jesus doesn't walk away from those who doubt. He draws near. So, what do we do with this in our daily lives? First, be honest with God. You don't have to pretend faith when you are full of questions. I doubted, and he still came to me. So take those questions to God. Second, don't isolate yourself. I wasn't there the first time he appeared when the rest of the disciples, and I missed it. Faith is also strengthened in community. So community matters. And third, take a step toward Jesus, even if you don't understand everything. You don't need to know all the answers. You just need to come to Jesus, to come near to him, because in the end, faith didn't grow in me when I understood everything, but when I encountered him. So today, if you are doubting, if you are tired, if you are hurting, don't walk away. Came closer, came to Jesus. Because the same Jesus who came to me in love, with gentleness, the same Jesus wants to meet you as well. So let me pray for you. My Lord and my God, just as you met me in my doubt, meet this congregation here. You know every heart, every fear, every question, every wound. For those who struggle to believe, draw near. For those who are afraid, give peace. For those who are hurting, bring healing. You didn't turn away from me, you came closer. So come close to us now. Come close to this congregation. Come close to our hearts and turn our doubt into faith, our fear into trust, and lead us to say, my Lord and my God. Amen. Amen.